$593 extra each and every month for Social Security. Some new details were just released. Let's get into it and discuss what's going on. All right, now in this video, I want to discuss some new details that were just released specifically pertaining to Social Security and your monthly benefits at a tune of an extra $593 each and every month. This is some pretty big news, so let's get into it and discuss what's going on. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so. And because I am your one and only daily advocate, I'm here for you right by your side each and every day, watching all this new information hitting the wire, doing the research and breaking it all down into these short videos so you can stay posted on what's actually going on right now, as things are changing very rapidly. We're getting new announcements, new reports, new bills, packages, and proposals out of Congress, as well as so many other changes that are happening very regularly, and I'm breaking it down so you can see how all of this is going to impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and of course anything showing up right now you can possibly grab and or take advantage of as a low income or fixed income beneficiary. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and also remember, I am here for you in any way that I can be. That's my dedication, and that's my promise to you and everybody right here in the community. All right, thanks again. Let's get into it and talk about a massive $593 extra on an ongoing monthly basis for Social Security beneficiaries and this big development that was just released. All right, so first off, I know that many of you here in the community are low income and or fixed income beneficiaries receiving benefits administered by the Social Security Administration. I think we can all probably agree the monthly benefits received are well below what they really need to be, right? I don't think we need to talk about this very much because honestly, we've talked about it before and I see the comments down below, and I think we all probably agree the cost of living right now is way, way, way higher than what benefits are actually paying out to be. Therefore, it's making it really tough right now to make ends meet with high prices on literally everything. Housing, shelter, utilities, healthcare costs, food. Literally, the list goes on and on. Everything we spend money on every single month, the necessities, all the things that we need, prices keep going up, and it just gets harder and harder, especially on a fixed income. It's a tough time. Well, get this. This new report was just released, and I want to bring it to your attention because it shows that basically the raise that you've been getting every year for the last couple decades is way behind the times. This is not a cool situation, but this is the reality of the matter. Let me share these details with you and the numbers behind this report, and this is very eye-opening. And again, like I said at the beginning of this video and throughout this video here, this comes out to an average of $593 every single month for the average beneficiary. It's a lot of money. Nearly $600 more is what you really should be getting right now. Let me tell you the details behind this. All right, so obviously each and every year you know that you get the annual cost of living adjustment announced by the Social Security Administration in mid-October every single year, and then it goes into effect the following year. Right, we always know this, right? But here's the difference. We do know that the annual cost of living adjustment, the COLA, is based on the CPIW, right? The Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers. However, check this out. They want to change it, and they've wanted to change it to the CPIE, the Consumer Price Index for the elderly, for many years now. Now, here's the difference behind this. There's only a very slight variation in the COLA each and every year. Now, here's the difference. The difference between the CPIE and the CPIW may only be a couple tenths of a percentage point each and every year. When we look at it on a dollar perspective each and every year, it's only a little bit. It's not that much, a couple dollars each and every year, depending on how much the COLA is actually going to be for that respective year. So when you look at it on a year-over-year basis, it's really not that much. Couple dollars here, couple dollars there. However, let me break down the details for you. And again, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to dismiss dollars. We want every dollar we can get right now. In fact, every penny counts right now, right? So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like dollars don't count. Oh, trust me, dollars count, pennies count, they all count, right? But here's the thing. Over the long period of time, in fact, going back to the year 2000, so about 22 or so years, 23 years, I'm recording this video, by the way, in 2023, but again, obviously the last COLA that we got was announced in 2022. It came into effect earlier this year in the beginning of 2023, the 8.7%, but again, let's just call it the last 22 years. Because this one simple change was not implemented, say 22 years ago, back in the year 2000, here's what's happened. Those small incremental changes, as in 0.1%, 0.2%, 0.3%, 0.5% over the course of 22 years or so. Here's what's happened. Each and every year, that extra little bit has not been added. Therefore, because of time, because it's a long period of time, and a couple tenths of a percent here and there over the course of this long period of time, we have a long time that we have not been getting this little bit extra because of the CPIW versus the CPIE, which does not reflect the actual cost of living for, fixed income beneficiaries very accurately. Here's what it comes down to. Because of time and because of compounding, this actually translates into $593 every single month. So basically what this report goes on to show is because of this one simple change that should have been implemented way back at about 2000, so about 22 or so years ago, this one simple change would have effectively came into an extra $593 every single month for the average beneficiary, simply because of a little bit, an extra, 0.2% here this year, and then again compounded every single year over years and years and years, 20 plus years. That's what it would have come out to. So you can see here, a little bit today, a little bit then, a little bit each and every year, it really adds up over a long period of time, which, by the way, $593 over the course of one single year would be about, what is that, about $7,100? Well, a little bit less than $7,200 is how much more your benefits effectively should be based on this report. That's incredible. Now, here's the thing. Your benefits might be, call it, I don't know, say $9,000, $10,000, maybe $12,000 a year right now. But just imagine an extra $7,000 or even $7,200 on top of that. That'd be life-changing for a lot of people, right? Now, also, we've talked about the federal poverty line quite a bit lately as well. And here's the thing. Many people right now receiving fixed income benefits are well below the federal poverty line, which again is $14,580 through the course of the year. If your fixed income benefits are below that, technically you're below the federal poverty line. However, just think of this. This one simple change, if implemented, call it 20 years ago, 22 years ago, if this would have added an extra, call it, say $7,000 onto your current benefit, and let's just say, for example, right now, you're receiving $9,000 a year from your monthly benefits. Even adding an extra, say, $7,000 on top of that, that would bring you up to $16,000 of annual income. You'd technically be above the federal poverty line at that point. My simple point behind this is, just this one simple change years ago when it really should have been done a long time ago, it would lift millions of people above the federal poverty line as of right now. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Many people are literally sitting way below the federal poverty line right now because they didn't make one simple change years and years ago when they should have. And now we've got this major problem on our hands that realistically, if they were to implement it today, yes, that would be good. Better late than never is always the saying, right? But unfortunately, we've lost, say, 22 years of compounding. Now, if you don't know what I mean when I say compounding, it basically means this much, and I'm pretty sure Einstein said some kind of great statement about compounding, like it's the eighth wonder of the world or something like that. Compounding is incredible. Here's the thing with compounding. So basically, it's the same analogy as, do you want me to give you $100 today, or do you want me to give you a penny doubled for the next 21 days? Well, a lot of people would say, just give me the $100 today. But if you really run the numbers on it, if I were to give you a penny today and I double that penny every single day for the next 21 days, it's thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars. If you don't believe me, do the math on it. I've done it, and it's crazy to see how it doubles. In fact, or how it increases. Here's the thing. A penny doubled every single day for the first 12 days, it doesn't really do much. It adds up to a couple dollars. But then the last 5 or 6 days, it gets really, really big, really fast. Okay, so my point is, the same thing comes down to compounding. Basically what I'm talking about with compounding is, let's just say let's just say in the year 2000, so say 23 years ago, okay? In the year 2000, let's just say that you had $1. And all of a sudden you give that $1 a 1% raise the next year. Well, now you've got $1 plus a 1% raise, which would be, what is that, a penny? So now you've got $1 and a penny. Now let's say you get another, another 1% raise on top of that. Well, now we're giving a 1% raise on $1 and a penny, like a 1.01, base number that you have, and now you're calculating another 1% on top of that. So over long periods of time, is that money continues to increase because now you're compounding the growth based on the new dollar amount, right? So it's like interest in a savings account. Every single month, as you get interest compounded, they apply the interest that you've collected over the course of the month, and then they give you new interest based on that new dollar amount the following month, right? So $100 this month, and you get, say, 5% interest. Now you got $105. Now you're collecting interest on $105. This next month, you get interest on, whatever, 5% interest on $110, whatever. It keeps growing and growing. So over long periods of time, your money gets very big, very fast. Well, it's not very fast, essentially, but over long periods of time, it grows to huge numbers, and that's exactly what compounding is. So anyway, that's exactly what happened here, and unfortunately, because of one simple little mistake or one simple little thing that Congress did not do, call it 22, 23 years ago, it's basically costing Social Security beneficiaries about $600 a year, just under $593, according to this report. I said year. I meant every single month. Every single month is what this is costing the average beneficiary. So that's a ton of money. Over $7,000 a year is what this calculates out to. And again, would we need to have this conversation right now if you were getting an extra $7,000 a year? Well, we might need to have this conversation, but the lives of many fixed income beneficiaries would be very, very different, right? Would the struggle be just as much? Well, probably not as much. I mean, the struggle would probably still be there, but it wouldn't nearly be as intense as it is right now because of all these prices, right? So anyway, this is what I wanted to bring to your attention. And these are the types of reports that I'm finding on a regular basis. And again, this is just another one that we can add to the huge stack already of all the reports that are out there talking about how fixed income benefits are too low and how Congress hasn't done anything about this and how they could make a couple simple changes and change the lives of millions of people. I mean, the list goes on and on. We've talked about this so many times in previous videos, but this is what it really comes down to. And in this, again, another example right here, you can clearly see almost $600 a month is what you should be getting more for the average beneficiary. But unfortunately, it's not there because that one simple change was not made about 20 years ago. And all it would have done is increase benefits by a couple tenths of a percentage point each and every year more than the CPIW. That's it, a couple tenths of a percent. And over long periods of time, because of compounding, this is what it translates into. Big numbers. Anyway, also, by the way, if you have a couple minutes here, try that penny analogy that I gave you. So literally just double a penny and then count it out for 21 days. So for example, day 1, it's a penny. Day 2, it's 2 pennies. Day 3, it's 4 pennies. Day 4, it's 8 pennies. Day 5, it's 16 pennies. Day 6, it's 32. Day 7, it's 64. Day 8, day 8, yeah, it's on 128. Day 9, it's 256. Day 10, am I on day 10? It's, what is it, 256? 256? I'm messed up, 512. Yeah, I'm confusing myself now. Anyway, write that all out. Take a few minutes and write all that out. You're going to be shocked to see the number after 21 days. And you'll see that the person that takes $100 is way behind by thousands of dollars. Anyway, just a quick little exercise if you're interested in doing it. It's pretty interesting to see that small amounts get big very, very fast. So anyway, hope this one helps you out. Again, I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos. And also leave your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. But most importantly, check out some other videos here on the channel. And of course, share this video with your friends, family, social media so they can also see what is really going on here and the major problems with fixed income benefits. Anyway, enjoy, and I'll catch you again later in the next